Welcome back to Cyber Sea of Galilee, DSM&Me, on this October 9th. And today I'm going to tell you about a tremendous English saint, Saint John Henry Newman. And I'm going to read something to you because he's more modern in a particular sense. Well, he's 19th century, but I don't want to miss details about his life, so I'm going to read it, however, and I have absolutely no accent except the one you're hearing right now. But somebody told me this is Elizabethan, which means it goes back to England. So I'm going to talk as normal as I kind of can with maybe a bit of silliness in it while I act like I am John Henry Newman reading to you. Got it? John Henry Newman. This is difficult to do because I can't exactly see through my glasses. He is the most important English-speaking Catholic theologian. He spent the first half of his life as an Anglican and the second as a Roman Catholic. He was a priest, popular preacher, a writer, and enthusiastic theologian in both worlds. Totally dedicated. He was born in London, England. That's where my ancestors on my mom's side come from. London, yes. He studied at Oxford's Trinity College, and he was a tutor at Oriel College. And for 17 years, he was vicar of the University Church, beautiful name, St. Mary the Virgin. He eventually established 8 volumes of parochial and plain sermons, as well as 2 novels. His poem, Dream of Gerontius, was set to music. You might, if you haven't read that, read it. It is very powerful. In 1833, he was a prominent member of the Oxford movement, which emphasized the church's debt to the church fathers. Get it? He began to think intellectually and follow intellectually where is truth and who has it the most. Okay. Historical research made him suspect that the Roman Catholic Church was in closest continuity with what Jesus established. In 1845, he was received into full communion as a Catholic. 2 years later, he was ordained a Catholic priest in Rome, and he joined the Congregation of the Oratory. He founded 3 centuries, which had been founded 3 centuries earlier by St. Philip Neri. Before Newman, Catholic theology tended to ignore history, preferring instead to draw deductions from first principles, such as plane geometry. Now that's kind of on the boring side, don't you think? Newman gave the lived experience of believers part of the theological reflection. All right, now he wrote 40 books. Imagine writing one book. He wrote 40. 21,000 letters of his survive. Do you think he was brilliant? I do. Wow. His most famous books are Essays on the Development of Christian Doctrine, On Consulting the Faithful in Matters of Doctrine, and his Apologia Pro Vitae Sua. He accepted Vatican I's teaching on the papal infallibility, which was a very discussed item at that particular time. He had no problems with it. I really think we need to pray to this tremendous saint whose whole life was bent on God alone. I'm all for John Henry Cardinal Newman, and we all should remember his canonization because it wasn't that long ago, and what a light was given to the church the day the Holy Father pronounced him a saint. Many had already seen its flickers, but now we can all read him and know this is an outpouring of a saintly heart which now rests in heaven and is praying for all of us. Hope you enjoy this blessed day on the Cyber Sea of Galilee, DSM&Me.